Welcome to SoulsNet's Candid Corner, and we have Amanda here with us. This is going to be a series of Candid Corner that we are going to organize every month. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you.
This is basically a very small kind of interview in which we are trying to explore the inner folds of Amanda, how she is, what she thinks, and what is her daily routine. So I have some couple of questions for you. Let's
Oh,
get
sure.
started. So, Amanda,
Yes,
can
and
you
thank you so much.
okay? Can you define yourself in like 3 words?
Let's see. Best 3 words I've been called quirky, outgoing, and I think I'm like with everything on my plate, I'm a super multitasker. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but getting a lot of stuff done.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what made you choose this profession which you are actually handling right now?
So I'd say it's twofold. One, I'm a LegalShield associate and now a co-founder of Jelly Social, which is a nonprofit. So I got into LegalShield. I was introduced, oh my gosh, it was like, how to say, 12 years ago now.
Oh,
And I was introduced to an opportunity, and I'm like, okay, it's all about. I wanted to take the lawyer course, but I couldn't sign up for the program. And I saw the books and how thick they were. I was like, you know what? I'll stick with business admin. So I did that, but I was always passionate about fighting for people's rights and like a huge advocate for the people. And so when Legal Shield came along, I'm like, this sounds interesting. So, we're able to pick up the phone, talk to a lawyer in any matter, and not receive a bill. It's a low monthly fee. Just to be transparent, it's like $25 a month. So I'm like, interesting. This is a good concept. And my dad being a business owner, all my life I've seen like, entrepreneurial in my family. So he had multiple businesses, got to work for himself, set his own hours, had his own time. So I always liked that model. So, I went to school, got a good job, did that whole part, came out university, got into a corporation, worked there for 10 years. And then when I was introduced to Legal Shield now at that time, 10 years almost into the corporation, I'm like, this is a nice change of pace. So I became a Legal Shield associate. I'm seeing how many people are helping the like community and the members in our community. And I'm seeing also the income that they're making. So I'm like, wait a minute. So my lunch hour, I was making more than I did in a day. So I'm like, that's crazy. I sell one legal plan and I'm making more than I did the whole day. I had to relook at what I'm doing here. So I ended up quitting my full-time job and I tried to learn about this networking thing because coming from corporate, I'm like, what the heck is networking? So I went to every networking event I think at that time I can attend. And I have an event planning background. So my brother's a DJ. I threw parties and we threw parties together. So I'm like, if
but
I could throw parties
both
for
of these
people.
are two different domains, right? Like one is
Yes, yeah, yeah.
entertainment
So
and the other one is like very bubbly in networking, connecting with everyone. So these two are totally different.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. So that's I'm like, but with Legal Shield, it's like, how am I going to introduce people to my service, right? It's creating that whole funnel. So when people said, hey, go out there and network and talk to people. So I would attend and like share what Legal Shield is. But I'm like, wait a minute, I could throw events for like parties for people. I could totally throw my own networking events. So this is where I founded another networking group called We Can Network. And this is where I met AJ like years ago. So AJ would come out to our events, would host it in the Coras, but it gave me the opportunity to share Legal Shield, the services we offer,
Mhm.
as well as I like what you're doing today is helping other entrepreneurs share their story, their products, their service. So that way we'd have a guest speaker in the room. And then it evolved. Then I met Sanjeet, and then Sanjeet and I said, okay, let's start a new thing and let's call it Jelly Social. It'll be a nonprofit and we're going to help people, but create in a more community manner, same networking, but we're going to think about more collaboration. And so as time went on, like especially with the whole pandemic, it's been great to be able to work from home, especially my Legal Shield business and Jelly Social. you know, I look at it like a funnel, right? So everybody that gets to know me will know Legal Shield, they'll know Jelly Social, but I'm meeting people through our networking events. So
So,
it kind of
what
fit.
exactly is the best part of this whole routine that you're continuing daily?
I would say it's very rewarding to see, like, even like I'd say new startups or people that are thinking of new business or opportunities. When they come out to our Jelly social events, it's giving them the confidence to go out there and share their
Yeah.
story, share their product, share their passion. So this is where I'm developed, like you go through life and you're trying to figure out, what am I passionate about? What is my purpose? Why am I here? And I think for me, it was like going through the journey, still going through it, but finding, like, I love creating platforms to help connect other entrepreneurs, professionals, startups, students, whatever background. A lot of newcomers that come to Canada, they need community, right?
Yeah.
Because then they're like, who do we connect with? And just knowing that they can come out to like a Jelly Social, we connect them, and then through my LegalShield services, I can say, hey, you know what, you're new, you don't know what your rights are, or you're a business owner, you're going through stuff, right? We just don't know who to turn to. I can help support them in that manner as well. And then through our community, provide various resources like Souls Den, say, hey, you need website built. Like, everybody needs to have a business card with a website on it. You have to have, because this is our go-to platform now, right?
Mhm.
Especially being in the pandemic, I think more small businesses need the support in creating an online environment to help showcase their
Exactly.
services and products so we can support local, right?
Okay, give me a second. I
So
think it's,
this, I think we froze.
yeah, let me just check what's happening. Actually, everybody is using internet these days. Like children are having their
Uh,
online classes and then there are office meetings.
uh,
So the internet is sometimes really problematic. So I guess we're back
oh
now.
no, I've experienced it. Yes, yes. My computer would be like, connection stable, and then it just like shuts down on me, and then it kicks back in eventually.
Okay, so let's go back in your childhood
Yeah, so yeah.
when you were very young. What were your dreams that whenever somebody asked you that, Amanda, what are you going to do when you're finish up your university, your college? What would be your profession? So did you had any aims or like any plans at that time?
I think my plan has always been freedom. At that time was freedom 35. I'm kicking 40 now, so I moved it to freedom 45. Your plan shifted. So I wanted to abide by anybody's times or terms, right? So whatever that looked like, I wasn't sure. Like I never came in thinking I'd be a Legal Shield associate and like a networking like founder, right? Group founder. So this is something that kind of evolved, but it's helped leading me down that path.
Mhm.
So the end goal really is to what I want with who I want, wherever I want. That is the ultimate goal. So just creating, I would say, multiple streams of income to be able to support that vision and, and using the education. I meet so many amazing people within our network that's shown me different opportunities as well in terms of various investments and strategies and techniques and money management and tax. So this is where it's been like very helpful. And even like the tax strategies being tax season, knowing that everybody should be a small business owner, right? Because the tax write-offs are huge, especially with serve happening. The people are getting really hit and have to pay a lot of money back, but if you have a small business, you can write that off. So I think at the end of the day, I'm like, right now it's my Legal Shield vehicle, my Jelly Social vehicle, and just building a passive income portfolio is where my end goal is just developing those streams. And then again, helping serve community. I eventually want to like open schools, open opportunities, other educational platforms to help like more communities, especially, with Jelly Social, focusing on the BIPOC community and
Mhm.
helping Black, Indigenous, people of color to be able to showcase their talent and getting more people to support their initiatives,
Yeah.
their businesses, their services, their products. So we just want to drive the messaging more towards those communities just to help and creating more awareness. So that's
Mhm.
another goal of ours too, to help just give back. So eventually, like Oprah, right? I just want to be able to give back and be like a philanthropist and be like, here, however I can give back to the people. I'm all about that. So
Right.
that'd be like the ultimate goal.
Okay, so who is your role model?
I would say honestly, I would Oprah is a good example, especially where she was, where she started, all the barriers she had to overcome to where she is now.
Mhm.
She's super inspirational, motivational. I've listened to like a lot of her podcasts and books, and it's amazing to see her journey and like now being able to give back on the level. And she, with her talk shows and whatnot, she's able to showcase, like, again, other people, their stories, their journeys. And I think that's amazing to be able to create a platform that helps support other individuals and now give back on the level that she's able to. Right, she has like the ultimate freedom in terms of doing what she wants and just helping community now. I think that's an important focus.
Okay, and what is your favorite holiday spot?
My favorite holiday spot right now, I would love to be in Jamaica.
Due
If
to
we
the
can
weather?
go to Jamaica. Yes, yeah. So my background is I'm Trinidadian. So my mom's Chinese, my dad's Indian. So we're mixed up from Trinidad. And my husband is from Jamaica. So we got married in Jamaica in 2017, and gosh, I don't think I've been back since then. So we need to go back to Jamaica. Like right now, my father-in-law is in Jamaica, so we're just waiting to be able to fly again, get out of this whole lockdown scenario. But it's like beautiful there. It has all the things we love: the music, the food, the culture, the beaches, the people, the environment is amazing. So
So,
hopefully go back.
what exactly is your daily routine? Because you're also a mom of a very cute little kid, and like your job, the events, and all the networking. Now it has turned out to be virtual events, not one-to-one events anymore. So, how do you cope with all this?
Oh my gosh, there's so much to cope with. It's like, honestly, it's like creating my a schedule. So I created this Excel spreadsheet with a schedule to say, okay, every morning I get up, I have to do, I'm trying to get into my exercise, and I really need to focus on doing my meditation. So two things I want to start doing more is like the exercise, just a meditation, just to ground myself. Say I have like my the abundance prayer, and then start my day. And I would start with like the follow up. So just like, writing down in your journal, okay, what is it that I need to accomplish today? Even if it's like 5 things I can knock off that list, I think then I feel more productive. So
Mhm.
just something like more clear, because I find if I don't write a list as to what I need to accomplish, the day gets the best of me in time. Before I know it, it's like 9 o'clock. Because then now being home with like, especially the little one and homeschool,
Yeah.
I mean, I have times in my phone, so I'm like, okay, 9, 10, 5, 2, I mean, 12, 2. Like in every hour on the hour, I have to get her into a class. So then as soon as I get into something, then she'll be like, hey, mom, I need this. So I need to do that. So it breaks that focus. So it's a little bit more challenging in terms of the time because I'm dealing with her and then doing meetings like this, then you'll see her popping into the background. So
Yeah.
I would say it would be like creating a structure, right? And then time blocking certain activity to make sure I get that done. And then following up, like I have a lot of meetings that I'm booking throughout the day. So
Yeah.
making sure I'm doing it, but then staying productive and then checking my emails now at night. So you get a email from me like at
Oh.
12 a.m.
This is really a hectic routine. Okay, so before we wrap up the interview, I would like to ask you a few things about how did Jelly Social started, and what do you plan for it in future, and what are the upcoming events that people can sign up?
Coming together and saying, okay, how can we better support people in our community? People are driving downtown, they're driving all over. We have so many people in the Mississauga, Brampton, like the GTA, like our area here in Peel, that we can better support. So we start doing live events at his office. We would get together and we would say, okay, what do you need help with, right? And then write down the various resources. He had a glass wall, we write it down and then share it with everybody. So we found that everyone was giving so much valuable information and resources. And then as it developed, we're just like, okay, how can we better support and grow? And it transformed where now we have about 4,000 members in our community, which is amazing. And now, like, how can we better support them, especially with the pandemic happening? So last year, where Jelly Social's been around for, I think, about 6 years now. And we've gotten some funding now through grants and support. Actually, our team has grown. We got some support through Humber students. They've come on board to help us with the social media management. We finally hired our social media manager, so we're like so excited. Working with SoulsNet to help us. So thank you guys for helping us with all the events and the paid advertising. That it really helped, create more exposure as to the events that we're doing. Because now this year we're focusing more on, like, as I said, like the BIPOC community, how we can serve them and connect them. So to all the other professionals within our community. So we created like themed events. So like last month was called Brand Yourself. So we had like branding experts come out and talk about content and knowledge. This month we're talking about habits and hacks and success and leadership. So especially in like where we are in the roles that we're developing, with myself, I know growing a team, I have to step into that leadership hat and know, okay, how can I best serve my team, right? So I like look at it, them, but guide them, right? As to how I can support what their goals, their visions, their dreams are. So what habits do I need to develop to become a better leader, to help inspire and hopefully encourage others? So this year we focused on themes. So we decided, let's focus on different themes for the event. So you can come out, that educate us on a topic, their professional expertise, because you're that expert in the area. And last month we did Brand Yourself. So this is where we're able to talk to branding experts. We had one lady from trademarking. So that was amazing to hear the different tips and techniques and what you need to do to create that brand, especially now a lot more people are starting their own small business. So it's like, how do you start? Where do you do? What do you do? Where do you go for support? So connecting, other entrepreneurs together has created so many amazing collaborations to see it come out. And because of Jelly Social, make those connections is so rewarding. So this is where we're doing another one this coming month in May 6th called Leadership Habits and Hacks. So just tips, habits, and hacks for leadership success, right? Because I was mentioning, we need more leaders within our community. I know with myself managing and growing a team, I need myself to know how to become a better leader, to support and serve my team. And I like to term like become more of a servant leader.
Okay.
Entrepreneurs, we all
I
signed up
needed
for the,
to,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. I needed to ask you that when there are some
Yeah.
networking events and you interact with a person one-to-one, so most of the time I have noticed that people are quite reluctant, hesitant to talk to someone, and they need somebody to break the ice for them first and introduce one person to another, and then they start the networking process. So do you have this same kind of scenario in these virtual events as well, or like people are more comfortable in talking in front of camera?
I think so. Like it's, I think if anything, it might be easier on internet and Zoom because you're not really in front of a room of people directly. At least you're in the comfort of your home and on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So some people, they may not even show the video of themselves and you hear them speaking. I like to encourage people to turn on their video though, so we can see your face, we can see your expressions, because we miss that. Like we miss that energy being in part of a room.
Thank you very much for your time. And I know you're a very busy person, and
Hi.
even on weekend you have quite a heavy schedule lined up. So it was good talking to you, and we learned so many different things about different flavors of Amanda today. So thank you for being a part of Candid Corner. Um, Chat to you soon.